And also, not only was there a report made, but I confirmed with the police station that this case is currently with the FBI.
It's over. We're safe.
The fallout from the EDP documentary continues. So genuine multimillionaire JiDeon just came out with a brand new video called My Side EDP documentary. Now, if you saw my EDP...
Yeah, I'm not watching that. I don't care about what JiDeon has to say.
EDP445 watch party, you know that there's a segment on JiDeon and a girl called Kayla. This girl Kayla was a decoy, but her argument is that she felt used by JiDeon, and in her own words, JiDeon did more damage to her than EDP, which I found to be extremely interesting take. Also said crazy stuff such as the Illuminati controlling JiDeon. No, I'm not kidding. If you saw the documentary,
oh boy. Yeah, I think she's just trying to play up that Candace Owens bit.
Making money. There's something off about the girl. She also did herself no favors by saying, yeah, I'm an opportunist.
Well, no shit, there's something off about the girl. She was messaging EDP.
She's not really the most reliable source, in my humble opinion. She's hurting her credibility. And I had no idea this happened. So shout out to this person who let me know via Instagram. And in case you guys don't know, yeah.
God damn it, JiDeon. So fucking retarded, dude.
I have an Instagram. It's legitimately the only social media that I have. So if you want to send me
fan art
or whatever, I would really appreciate it.
I'm on everything you can think of. You should follow me.
If you followed me, link in the description. And with that said, I am
genuinely
curious on what JiDeon,
honestly, if you're not already following Sensitive Society, what are you doing with your life? Also, if you're not following me, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Follow me everywhere, especially on Facebook and Substack.
Multi-millionaire has to say, I think this week is going to be EDP week, so strap in. Anyways, let's just get right into this.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? So I want to address some claims that have been going on for a while, and I also want to address some claims that were made specifically from Kayla in the new Mike Klum documentary about EDP, and I want to give context and clear up things, but in no way do I want any hate to be sent towards Kayla. Even though there are lies being said about me, I wish not the best for her, and I ask that none of you guys send any hate to her whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about her
whatsoever at all.
Yeah, for context, the girl Kayla, I believe she was 5th or she started talking EDP. I believe she's now 18 or 19.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but mainly a victim of JiDeon. They collectively
I could see that though. I can definitely see that. Because I think she was not a victim, really, of EDP. I think she was trying to catch him on some bullshit because of JiDeon. I think JiDeon was kind of pushing her into that direction. I would not do this. If I would not even have children in my Discord, but if there were children in my Discord, one, I'm not going to allow EDP in there for any reason, even if there were no children. And for two, I'm not going to have the child do my dirty work for me. What the fuck?
Once told me to go straight to law enforcement. I feel like I am a victim of JiDeon because he encouraged me.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that he never told her to go to the law enforcement.
Talking to a pedophile. They also instructed me to keep messaging EP, which was incredibly draining. Yes, JiDeon was encouraging.
Even if this is a lie, and all he was doing was like, I encourage you to not do it, it's still fucking bullshit, dude. Shouldn't have had this girl in your Discord. You should have just wiped your slate clean with her, kicked her ass out, all the children out. I don't think that adults should have children in their Discords, honestly. Unless you are like, I don't know, like a Steve from Blue's Clues figure, and it is all children.
Me to continue messaging him. I wasn't allowed to report anything to cops until the day of the sting. I just think that he should have told me to block EDP, but he didn't. JiDeon on a phone call even told me not to report anything to the police because a private case was being built up behind the scenes.
I don't just believe people when they say shit. You're gonna have to show me. I'm not gonna believe it when you say it.
JiDeon is a very selfish, greedy, and a scam artist type of person. Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So the claims are that I facilitated a...
If you're an opportunist and you're not a fucking liar, I think there's not much wrong with it. I still think there's some things wrong with it.
Predator to come inside of my Discord channel, which allowed Kayla to be groomed. The other claims is that I forced and pressured her into keep on being in contact with Edie. And the third claim is that I forced and demanded that she not go to the police, even though that she was talking to EDP. So We're gonna knock them all out, and I'm gonna address everything. So first, let's address the claim that EDP met Kayla from my Discord. She was a minor at the time, but now she is 19 years old. So let's address it.
Kayla Hoskins is the victim being referenced in the sting operation, and she's not a decoy. Like Skeeter said, this one is for real.
The dumbest predator catcher on you. I love
Gee,
this.
yeah,
thumbnail.
right.
I mean, I like JiDeon, despite the fact that I made 2 videos calling him out. Because of his cringy arrest footage, he was acting all pretentious. Yeah, guys, I'm a multimillionaire, yada, yada, yada. I made a video about it. I think
that's fine. Fuck the police. Yeah, I think it's fine to scare them like that. It's still kind of dumb, and the internet doesn't like it. I think that part out of the whole thing was fine. I think the chasing the predator guy around, I think that shit's bullshit. I don't like the clown show whenever you're catching predators. You fuck everything up. I think that it should be official. There should be like private investigators involved. It should not go into the public. You should not be making a scene.
people like
You should not be getting the police involved until they need to be involved.
Skeeter Gene and JiDeon, I think if they're putting creeps behind bars and they could make it entertaining, it's a win-win for everyone. But I mean, if what the girl is saying is true, is it worth putting a minor in risk? You hire or give the phone to someone else that was an adult, pretend to be Kayla? Now, does that undo all the good that JiDeon and Gene have done? No.
EDP445. Well, she was a huge fan of JiDeon, and she was in his Discord server. EDP,
Was she?
after being invited by JiDeon to his public server full of children, noticed her profile, found her Instagram connected to it, and messaged her.
Now, the reason why people believe that EDP met her through my Discord is because I was under the impression that's how it happened, and I'm the one who put out the statement that EDP found her through my Discord. When EDP joined my Discord,
Yeah, you're a fucking retard.
when he was about to do the interview with us, he didn't join, but he found a girl in my Discord, right? And in her Discord, she has her Instagram. So EDP, being the Rizzler that he is, he slides into her DMs and he initiates contact with her. The reason why
Yeah, that's your fault. Yeah, it is 1000% your fault. You should not have had a girl in your Discord, and you, especially a girl that has public platforms linked in her Discord account.
I gladly took the blame for EDP meeting her through my Discord, because at the time, I truly believe that's how he found her, and I wanted to take accountability for my role in this occurring. But as it turns out, Kayla herself in the documentary stated that she had already been messaging EDP before I had even ever added him in my own Discord.
Yeah, you should have never fucking added him, you fucking retard.
My name is Kayla Hoskins, and in June 2023, I received an Instagram DM from EDP445, otherwise known as Bryant. I first replied to EDP because I always reply to anyone who messages me, and I didn't know who he was,
I think her parents should be arrested. Even now.
but I freaked out because he
If you're letting your kid, 14, 15 years old, on the internet with, you know, unrestricted, replying to anybody who messages her, you should be arrested.
told me he was, and sooner rather than later, he started sending very flirtatious messages. A while
I know so many girls that they got caught up with some adults online. Usually it was Roblox. I think three girls that I know. They met adults on Roblox and then met them in real life, and bad shit went down.
later, JiDeon added EDP into his Discord, filled with kids.
I think I know 8 girls, not in my personal life, just, you know, around in the community, that have come face to face with predators because of communications online. And I think every single one of those kids' parents should be arrested.
For a Q&A, and then when I told people like in the server that EDP texted me, JiDeon quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
So EDP was added into my Discord server to do an interview on June 1st, and he was
Why?
banned that same exact day because he never came up to actually do the interview because he wanted to get paid last minute. And even though I had 70,000 people in my live stream, I'm not gonna pay
that's
a
why.
pedophile to interview him. Either he wants to interview him or he doesn't. So I was not about to pay that man.
All right, my nigga. So here's the deal. We ain't doing no goddamn interview until I'm fucking compensated, my nigga.
But yeah, so that's all he said in my Discord, and he was promptly banned that same day.
See, this is why people like Kayla lose credibility. First of all, she says one thing, and then she says another thing. You would assume she would know better than to say one thing and then say another, especially on a documentary. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make her look good. This combined with, yeah, I'm an opportunist, I'll do what I have to do. It's like, I'm having a hard time trusting her, even though...
Yeah, she seems like she was a degenerate, and she is probably even more of a degenerate now.
I wish I didn't. This is someone that was affected.
Like, let's not pretend that children can't be degenerates. All right, because they totally can be. I remember when I was 15, 16 years old, I was hanging out with girls like that.
By EDP in a way, but her story switches. First it was like, yeah, he reached out to me, and then it was like, oh no, it was because of JiDeon's server. That's how he found me. The longer this goes on, the more questions I have, and it's like, why is she switching up? Why is she lying? Why are the stories not adding up? Trust me, I want to believe you, but it's really hard to believe you when you constantly switch back and forth. No, it was this. No, it happened this way. No, he added me. No, I found it. No, it's all over the place. It's so, and it's hard to trust something like that.
I don't think she even knows. I think she was just so terminally online as a child that she lost track of how the story went, and she's just making it up of what her brain is telling her to do on the fly.
On June 23rd,
or telling her how it went on the fly, I mean.
That is the day that Kayla at least went public in my Discord server, telling people in the Discord that EP was talking. She was saying, hey, is this the real EDP account? Because if it is, just message. Now I know you guys are saying, JiDeon, that says deleted user. How do you know that that's her? Well, we did a lot of digging through the server, and this is some evidence to show that it's her because we have old screenshots and everything. But to fully show you that this deleted user is her, she actually posted a photo of her ID photo on the Discord server saying how much she hated her photo. So yeah, this is for sure her. Keep in mind, she's the only one who alleges that EDP hit her up from my Discord server. Nobody else has ever came out saying that EDP hit them up from my Discord server. So out of the 130,000 people, she was the only one, and she goes public with it 2 days later after we did the interview with EDP.
Yeah, she was a child. This is why you don't have children in your servers. They're stupid, and they cause drama, and they get themselves into trouble, and if they're in your thing, then you get dragged into it, you fucking moron.
And she's telling the Discord that EDP's talking with her. So one of the members in my Discord said, send a screenshot. And for some reason, Kayla says, I'll send one real zoomed in for you. And she zooms it in only on the sup that he said. And to show that this really is him, when she showed us the messages, as you guys can see, EDP said sup. Now, I am going to be real. I do not 100% know if anything was said before that. I am going to go off of her word. She says that EDP hit her up first, but I do find it a little weird that she zoomed in on that sup when someone asked for a screenshot.
Yeah, that's super sus. It's getting a lot harder to believe Kayla, and she already told us 2 lies. I'm making something up here. I hope it's not true, but could it be that Kayla hit up E first to try to bait him, and then that's why he just said sup? Because I mean, once again, we don't have any other context, and it's super odd to have a zoomed in message. Would it really be that shocking if it turns out that she lied about this and that
yeah, she sent him a hey with 3 Y's, maybe 4?
she's the one that was, you know, going after E first? Which, don't get it twisted, I still think it's wrong. If she started the messaging and, you know, he responded back knowing that she was, you know, underage. Let me just say this. I think it's extremely suspicious to only send a zoomed in screenshot. You could have sent the full one.
But I do find it a little weird that she zoomed in on that sup when someone asked for a screenshot.
There's an awful lot of space above it.
Public in my Discord server about talking to EP, random members in my server were telling her to block him, telling her to get away, report him, and just telling her to just stop being in contact with him because he's a predator.
And you saw all this and you didn't ban her from the Discord.
Every time somebody would tell her something about stop communicating with him, she never replied to those comments. response. She also made these posts in Discord asking users if she should troll him. And then she also puts in there, should I be a decoy? Should I do a predator? Nobody replied. Now keep in mind, all these messages that she had posted in my Discord were nearly 2 weeks before I even knew about the situation.
How?
When I told
How? Dude, bro, you got 130,000 people in there. Dude, these content creators are fucking retarded.
people like in the server that EDP texted me, JiDeon quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
And also, I have no idea how long they were talking previous to when she these messages in my Discord server. Can't confirm that. Now, fast forward on June 28th, so this is 5 days after she first went public in my Discord server saying that she was talking to EDP. She was telling users in my public VC of a Discord of 130,000 people that she was talking to EDP. And this is what the users in that VC told her when she was telling them that she was talking to a predator.
You had 130,000 people in there and you don't got mods? That's bullshit.
And that she's underage.
In the text messages, do you state your age?
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
good.
clearly and multiple times?
Yeah.
They are just fucking helping her out. What the fuck?
And he like, yeah, that's straight up
It's
wild.
insane.
You can just send this
He
shit to
keeps
the FBI
asking
tip
me-
line if you want.
And again, after all of these people told her that she should stop talking with him and go to law enforcement, she never responded to them.
I mean, what are you gonna do from here? You're gonna like call the police? I guess.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get more.
Dude, I would be so pissed off if I was in this chat with all of them. I would have been saying, hey, where's the mods? Ban this girl. Ban this child. She is causing problems. This is going to be a very big problem. This girl is a problem.
More evidence though, and then I need to get like, I don't know.
I hate when people do this. They have evidence, they have proof. They're like, a police report? No, that makes. Should I send this anonymously? The FBI tip line? Nah, not. Let me put it up on Twitter. That should take care of it. Do you know?
Yeah, she's a child. To put it up on Twitter, bro, come the fuck on. I don't want to keep saying it over and over. Her parents should have been arrested.
Know the amount of Google Docs that have put people in jail? I'll give you a number. It's between 0 and 0. If EDP or any other creep hits you up, you should report it to the police. You should talk to your parents. I mean, why the fuck is Kayla 15 and engaging with I'm not going full EDP mode and going to blame the girl. I think don't like that, but she's really not doing herself any favors. She's really hurting her credibility. If you ask me my uncensored thoughts on this, I think she wants to be part of the group, and what I mean by that is she wants to be part of the group with the boys. Yeah,
that's why she should have been fucking banned.
Let's catch these predators. You know, I could go viral. This could help me out. And the reason why I'm saying this is because she herself admitted to being an opportunist. Don't you think someone that admitted to that would be like, if I catch or I'm a victim, I could, I don't know, maybe get my career going? I'm not saying that's how she thought. I'm the theory that I have, because it just doesn't make any sense. And that, along with the two lies that we have.
I think she just got into the hero mindset. She thought that she was going to do the world a favor, and she was having fun. She thought it was fun to catch a predator. That's why a lot of content creators do it, because it's fun.
So far, along with the screenshot, zoomed in screenshot, by the way, where we don't know if she said anything or sent the message and then did. So it looks like EDP just replied or messaged her directly. Some stuff is just not adding up.
Fast forward to when I found out about this situation. When I first got on the call with her, I let her know I didn't feel comfortable with her talking with a predator, with her being underage. So I came up with some clever ideas to where we could switch off and I could take over communication and she wouldn't have to.
That's what I was just saying a few minutes ago. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, he's texting you. You shouldn't see he's going to send you, let alone flirt. Pass it over to an adult. That's what I said. That's what I recommended. I wonder how to that. Or was her main goal to take down EDP by herself?
That was it.
We could switch off.
Yeah, she was doing that because she thought it'd be fun and she thought she'd get glory if she actually did take him down.
I could take over communication and she wouldn't have to. Here's one of those examples that I gave her. Maybe we could say something like, hey, my parents switched providers and I couldn't get my number, so this is my new one. And then it'd be a number we could text through. And granted, in that call, she did agree that that was a good idea, but she never gave over the communication to me nor Skeeter.
Did you try? Did you try and do that, or did you just mention that and move on from it?
Now, I really don't know why she never really wanted to give us over either the information for us to continue talking to him, or even
Because you probably stopped asking her.
just saying that her number was messed up so we could talk to him on a different number. But when going through her in my Discord, I did find this thread of her, and I'm gonna just let you. So someone in my Discord rudely tells her that you taking credit for clout chasing a predator. She replies and said, no, I meant like I'm not gonna go to trial after trial to not get credit. He's literally going to jail because of me. I'm saving these streets. Stop. Also, she responded to somebody who rudely told her that also.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She was stuck in that hero mindset and she was having fun. She wanted the glory of actually taking him down herself.
She wanted was clout, and he said, if another YouTuber is gonna make clout off of my situation, so am I. TF, that's wrong to take full credit off of something. You're just too young to realize it.
I hate to say this, and trust me, I do not want to come to this conclusion or for this to, but yeah, she.
Yep.
And I hate that I'm saying that about someone that was allegedly, because now it puts in perspective. Because this is like, oh no, she messaged them first, even though I get it, she was underage, and you know it's the adult's responsibility to shut that shit down ASAP. Completely aware of that. You're actually helping him here, and once again, it seems like you want the clout for whatever reason for your music career or your YouTube channel, so you could grow it. That's what's looking. Unless I'm tripping and I'm taking a massive L by saying this.
I don't think it was directly for the YouTube career exactly. I think that's definitely part of it. I think it was mostly about feelings. That's what most things are for children, for one. That's what most things are for modern people. It's just feeling good.
It just looks wrong, and every second that's passing is hurting her credibility.
So that's just to show that this was 100% her saying this. And the crazy thing is this isn't about a clout situation, because it's really a tragic. This man was talking to who he knew.
Says the guy who turned it into content wearing a muffin costume. Come on now.
To be 15-year-old girl.
This is why I don't like JiDeon. I don't get why so many people like him. So many people that I like him. This dude's a fucking retard.
Continue having still conversation, which is absolutely horrible. EDP should be thrown to the jail cell. And in my first call with her, after I checked up on her to make sure that she was okay, I even let her know that I wanted her to ghost the entire situation. And don't worry about your privacy, Kayla. You're gonna be a ghost in all of this. The only people.
Dude, you should not be working with children like that unless it's official, bro. Come the fuck on. Oh my god, just everywhere you turn and he's just completely retarded, completely brain dead.
That I wanted to know that she was personally involved in this and that she had been talking to him is her parents, which I also told them. Sure, you're aware of everything that's happening.
Yes, my daughter always hates to me.
Does she?
She is.
What the fuck? They knew about this shit. Holy shit, arrest them. Arrest every single fucking one of them. Arrest the girl too. Arrest EDP.
I think she considers me her best.
I guess you can't really arrest the girl because she was a child. Now she's an adult. But fucking, oh man, I'm so tired of this.
Friend.
That's awesome. And B, law enforcement. I didn't want anybody else and nor the world to know that this minor was talking to EDP. That's why me and Skeeter to take over communication. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we should I'll be like, yo, could you give us your information? We'll give it right back to you. You could change it. We just don't feel comfortable with conducting the investigation with an actual 15-year-old talking to him.
But you still let her. You still had her in the Discord.
Yeah, basically. Or if she can get him to text her, and we can set up a text now account.
And well, yeah, just set up a. And even though I wasn't doing preg catching back then, I even knew that cases like this a while. So we had actually made a pact that we weren't going to go public with anything about the EDP case until EDP was arrested. Now I know what you guys are thinking. JiDeon, literally in a cupcake costume confronting EDP, and you posted that on your Instagram. So how could you not want anybody to know about it? The only reason why I posted that is because on August 27th, Kayla had saying detectives told her that it was okay for her to post a video to talk about the situation.
And you believed her. A child.
Which, looking back on now, I know is pretty weird, and I personally...
Weird? You mean completely brain dead stupid?
Highly doubt that a detective would tell a minor to come out and make a YouTube video about a situation with Predator. But nonetheless, Kayla went first about this entire situation, not only going public with it, but also dropping the chat logs as well.
Hello.
My name is Kayla, and I am unfortunately EDP's victim. I am 16, I'm turning 17, and EDP first started talking to me when I was 15. He messaged me first, and I told him my age, and he didn't block me.
It kind of...
Whenever you look at her and you see EDP, I'm just like, huh, this girl was attracted to EDP, was victimized by EDP? I don't think so. I think that she was trying to turn him into a victim. She kind of did. I don't think he is, but like in this situation, he definitely is a victim of her wanting to take down a predator. Bro, oh, this situation's so fucked up.
It sounds like to me, she wanted to be the first person to break it, whether it was for revenue, cloud, or attention, whatever it was.
It was just a feel good. It was a million things, but at the end of the day, it was just a feel good experience, a high.
Don't know exactly what her intent was, and I agree with JiDeon. Why would it tell a 15 to go public with her EDP story when that could hurt, and it did end up hurting the investigation and the arrest? She definitely jumped the gun big time by coming out before it should have happened.
That is the only reason why Skeeter went public with it afterwards, because everybody already knew that we were involved in the situation, so we let them know, hey, this is what happened. But the plan from the beginning was to make sure that this all goes through and that EDP was arrested then about it. And to prove that to you guys, here's an IG live that I did the day that we caught EDP, that's screen recorded, where we didn't let anybody know who we caught. All we said was that we caught somebody big.
Y'all know what we do. We would tell you guys it's caught, but legally we can't. But it's big.
And genuinely, I would want her to move past this, man. You know, that's why I didn't want her name to be out there or her name to be associated with this, because
then you should have fucking blocked her.
Bro, nobody wants to be known as the person who got groomed by EDP.
I'm actually curious what the people have to say about it. She didn't realize the internet has all the receipts. She genuinely doesn't know that she's lying on a multi-million. Cloud chasing at 15 on a PDF file is crazy. It was dead obvious she was lying when she said I'm doing this. Nah, she definitely sent him a lot of explain about it. This girl needs to ruin your... So looks like the comment section isn't really a fan of Kayla.
Since she never gave us the logins nor let us do the plan that we had of switching out the communication, I instead thought of the idea of getting an adult decoy, so that way when EDP came to meet, we could have an adult decoy there.
And he's still working with the 15-year-old at this point.
Now, I had asked her some photos of her, and she said,
yeah, 15-year-old asking for photos of a 15-year-old so he can make some fake porn to send to him. What the fuck are we doing?
Me these photos right here. With these photos, we found an actress that looks fairly similar to her. So I just find it weird that she's saying that we were forcing her to keep on talking EDP when we're jumping through all these. I mean, if we can find it.
You were forcing her to, because she's stupid. She was a kid. She was just clout chasing because she was a kid. And you were just like, okay, I'm just gonna let you do what you want. Here's my suggestions. Oh, you didn't follow them? Well, shit, we're gonna have to think of some other suggestions. No! You stop working with the child!
An actress that just like her, then why wouldn't we just communication? It just, to me personally, it doesn't make...
Because she was a child and she's stupid. Her brain don't work right yet.
Any sense, but again, she might just remember it.
I'm sorry to say this, and this does sound kind of mean, but it's because if you replaced her with this actress, you would have taken her quote-unquote job and her opportunity, no pun intended. I think she saw clout, you know what I mean? I hate to say it, because the last thing that I want is to say that about someone. You gotta call it how it is. It's blue, it's blue. If it's black, it's black. And for everything we've seen so far up to now, it does seem like she wanted to be the one to capture EDP, even though she was 15 years old. And instead of talking to EDP and getting involved with all of this, he handed over to professionals, and she should have just gone back to doing her math work. And
but I don't blame her for it because she was a kid. I blame JiDeon for this whole fucking thing with the Kayla situation.
On top of that, you're slandering JiDeon. You're spreading lies about him. So I'm glad he's to himself. He's like, nah. You're not getting away with it.
Now I had sent her.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, I agree. I don't think JiDeon should be canceled or anything for this. I just think that people should call him out and be like, what the fuck, dude?
Photo of the of-age decoy that we would be using, and she sent me this really weird message. I'm gonna read that message for you real quick, and keep in mind, to my knowledge, the second time she's asked to meet EDP445 in person. Let me read you. She said, quick question. I was wondering why you need a decoy to lure EP, because hear me out. If he sees it, he's gonna leave. Meaning if he sees the decoy, he's gonna leave. And if it's actually me, I could get him to do devious things on camera that he won't be able to deny in court.
Yeah, you're a kid. You shouldn't be trying to get these things out of somebody. You shouldn't be seeing these things.
No. And since I'm really turning 16 on that day, wouldn't it make it more real? Like, I could get him to spill the beans, because I feel like he'll try to trick decoy. And I let her know cops aren't gonna allow you anywhere near that. I really didn't even know how to respond to that.
That is a crazy fucking, I think we all get it, the gun. And again,
The decoy was a horrible idea.
she's 15, but I mean, she's 18 now, and still says that she feels like she's a victim of JiDeon more than EDP. I think she's saying that because the whole thing got botched, and it really didn't help her in any way, shape, or form.
Now,
I don't think she really was much of a victim of EDP. She was trying to victimize him. I think she is a victim of JiDeon not fucking banning her. But she's also a degenerate and a liar, so I don't really care about any of this. I think they're all retarded, and I think EDP should, well, see what Oompaville said at the end of the documentary.
Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're not harming anybody, and I don't think I was harming anybody. And especially
You harmed the world by fucking it all up.
when you're my age, if you're 16, people are gonna think that you're young and dumb. So you kind of have to make your own opportunities.
Bro, you're 16 and you are young and dumb. You should be in math class, not trying to catch predators.
You cannot be waiting for. But this entire situation was not that at all.
Now, I do want to give an update. So, Kayla gave me case numbers and detective numbers to call. I called the detective number and it's connected, and took me like till 3 years later to finally find out what police station she went to and everything. And she really doesn't have all the updates and everything, but luckily, since I deal with police so much, I kind of figured it out and figured out where to look. And I can confirm that there is a case number associated with the account, meaning that there wasn't a report made. And also, not only was there a report made, but I confirmed with the police station that this case is currently with the FBI. Now, granted,
Is the FBI going to do anything about it?
even though it's with the FBI,
Yeah, we all know about all the school shooting situations that they had evidence was going to happen, and then they didn't stop. So
I don't know if they're still actively investigating it.
They're not.
And I don't know if they'll do anything with all of this.
They're not.
Personal. So while we can all hope and pray that the situation wasn't for nothing,
I think one day we're going to get the news that EDP passed away from kidney failure or something ridiculous, a death that he does not deserve. He deserves an electric chair.
because I mean, at the end of the day, she was still groomed. She is still a victim, and EDP needs to be arrested. I don't know if the FBI is going to do anything with the information. Hopefully, with the popularity of the documentary, plus his admission, hopefully something happens.
So that's actually massive. And, you know, I'm not a religious person, but fuck it, dude. I'll pray here. Praying the FBI, the U.S. government finally does something useful and they put someone behind bars.
Yeah, well, they're operated by demons, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Someone that genuinely belongs there, and EDP should have been arrested. And EDP,
they're worried about throwing up flock cameras and catching the people who are destroying them. That's what they're worried about right now. That's like their biggest concern.
he should have been arrested 4 years ago. Didn't happen. Do I want to see him behind bars? Yes. Do I want to see the arrest footage? Absolutely. But if you saw the documentary, or you saw my ED videos from yesterday and before, you know that he is currently dying. He doesn't have much time. He has approximately 12 months, and that's being generous. Even if he's arrested and thrown behind bars, he's not going to face the full extent of the law because he's going to die. Now, once again, I hope he gets arrested and he spends his last few months in jail, because that's what deserve if you talk to minors. At this point, it's like, who cares? I wish, but it's like a little too late. You know, I digress. Best case scenario, he spends his last few months in jail.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but I think I was mainly a victim. This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of JiDeon.
That's insane. That's something crazy to say.
I think it's crazy for her to say. I don't think it's crazy for me to say, because I do think that she was a victim of JiDeon. I think she was a victim of JiDeon being completely retarded. I don't think JiDeon was being evil exactly, but there is neglect and ignorance to the point of pushing into being evil.
When you were sent disgusting pictures and JiDeon was trying to save you and help you. Now, am I saying that JiDeon is a perfect human being? Fuck no. Who is? In my opinion.
Yeah, he shouldn't have tried to, in quotes, help her, because she was obviously a degenerate.
And JiDeon has done more good than bad. And it sucks because he actually tried to help this girl out. And for this girl to turn around and spit on his face and kick his balls,
yeah, you can't do that.
Ungrateful. How could you come on here and be like, yeah, you know, I was a victim of EDP, but I feel like JiDeon was worse.
This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of JiDeon in a way. I feel like for a long time I was his like little puppet.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the documentary actually hurt my feelings the most, because you know, she's pretty much saying that I victimized her more than an actual pedophile.
I think it's true, but I think that it was minuscule. I don't think that she was really a victim of EDP other than EDP being an adult and she being a minor. I think that's where that victim starts and ends, because she really pushed it and wanted to keep it going. But she was doing it for clout. She was in a Discord server of 130,000 for a YouTuber who had direct contact with her, you know? When you got all those things lining up together, you start getting a little bit like, oh, I might become famous. And that is a high that you ride on.
I'm not here to fight what she said. You know, if she truly feels like that, then that's how she feels. I know what I did, though. I know I tried to take over communication. I know I told her to go to the police. I know my Discord told her to go to police. And I know...
I think that you should, switch everything over to me. No, bitch! Give me all your communications to him, or I'm banning you from the server. That's what you should have been like. Let me take over, or we're done.
Oh, we didn't want her to keep on talking.
I'm charged 2020, people will say. No, it was right in front of his fucking face. This is why I have a rule for no communication with children whatsoever, even if they're begging me to help them. Because I'm not the one.
So she's been threatening to sue me a lot lately. Like in her video that she made about me recently, she threatened that I would be inside of a lawsuit.
I mean, at this point, what does JiDeon even pay you for? Especially you inside. I can't wait to see you all inside a lawsuit next.
And somebody in her comment section said, hey, why are you gonna sue JiDeon but not EDP?
Yeah, that's retarded.
She replied with, EDP doesn't have any money. Yeah, I mean,
EDP does
really
have
don't know
money.
what else to say about that, man. You know, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels.
This girl with the whole Illuminati shit. And once again, I hate saying that about one of the victims.
I think JiDeon is a part of a type of Illuminati, not the Illuminati. That chick's crazy. I think he's part of like a Twitch Illuminati. All these people at Twitch, they're connected. That's how they stay famous. That's how they have views. That's how they don't get banned for crazy shit. Sometimes they get banned because you kind of have to for the public face, but it's all connected. They all know each other.
She's lying. She contradicts herself. The story, she tried to throw JiDeon under the bus and then be like, yeah, I'm going to sue him. Why not EDP, the guy that actually tried to hurt you? Oh,
yeah, I don't feel bad for JiDeon for any of this. He kind of deserves it.
Because JiDeon has money. And on top of that, God knows what she sent. Yeah, I really don't. I don't think reliable. We have to be.
I don't trust her because she's a liar and a degenerate. And I don't trust JiDeon because he's retarded.
Careful with what she tells us. Yeah, that's all I could say. Yeah, she did drop a video that's 10 minutes long. But she turned off comments. I guess she was getting
don't turn the comments off. Oh, I don't like her. Don't block people. Don't turn off comments. Don't turn off replies. The only people that you should be blocking are actual creeps. One by one, individually. And bots. Real bots. Not people that you are using bot as an insult against. I'm so fucking done with this situation, man.